If you missed the lecture, weren't paying attention, or still have some questions, I'm going to show you how to basically get this skeleton done for the order form in this video. Make sure that when you do this, if you don't have Dreamweaver, and I'm doing this in Dreamweaver by the way, you can use Notepad or Notepad++. Both of those are free downloads. Just make sure that you copy what I've got written up here. In the title, again, make sure that you put something in there. That just lets that when the browser renders the web page, it shows it on top of in the browser bar. Inside the body, I first have a header 1 shoe order form. I'm doing shoes. You put whatever you want in there. Order form, so memes order form, baseball stuff order form, etc. Next thing, I let the page know that this is a form, and upon post, which is when you press the button down here, the submit button, that it's going to mail the information to this address, admin.example.com. You would put whatever email you want to. If you want to test it, put in your school email or a personal email, whatever you'd like. Now, to create a organized look on the order page, I created 2 tables basically. And I put all my labels and input text boxes within 2 table columns. So, as you've learned already, here's your table. I've created that. Then you're going to put a caption within the table just to let everybody know what you're keeping track of in this table. In this case, I'm going to do personal info. I suggest you do the same. A new tag for you, the T-body tag. You don't have to use it from what we've learned. I suggest you do. If you really are interested in HTML, this is probably something that you want to follow the order of doing this. So put a T-body tag. There's nothing after that. You know the TR, table row. And so we've created a new row. TD is the data within it. I'm not doing any headers in this one because there's no need to in this table. This one's going to be a call span of 2, so it's going across 2 rows, and then all it is because it's going to be centered. All it is a label telling me that there's personal information that's going to follow. I end the data, I end the row. Now I create a new row, surround it with a new table data tag, and then new tag for you, the label tag, which all it is it's a first name, and it's a label on there. It just shows you first name. If we look here at the design, you're not going to see it, but it fits right here. When we render the page in the browser, you'll be able to see it. So then I put in a new column, and here I want my input box. So this is where you're going to enter in the first name. I then end the label, end the data, and because I have 2 table datas, 2 columns, I have to have 2 end columns, or 2 end table datas, 2 end table datas there. And then I end the row. Now you're going to have to do this for everything. There's a last name, a first name, a last name, address 1, address 2, city, state, zip, and then an email that you're going to have to put that in as well. So you have to replicate this, what was that, 7 times, 8 times, something like that. And then once you're done with all those, you end the table body that you had here, and then you end the table. So you've got 1 table. Now, if you want space, you can put the BR tag if you want, as I've done. I don't see it, but right here. You can use the BR tag if you want extra spaces in between the tables, but if not, create another table. There's the border. Here's the caption. This is the order info now. I'm asking for the gender because in my case I'm selling shoes, so you have to know if it's male or female. So if it's women's shoes, you have to accordingly send the correct woman's brand. Here's what it looks like. I got the new table row. In this case, I didn't put the table body just to kind of show you that you don't really necessarily need it, but it's smart to do that to kind of keep in form of the table tag. So I didn't put it in there. I have a table row, table data. Here's the gender. And then right under that, a new table row. I aligned it center, and then all I put in a new label, and that's going to be a radio button right there. The input's a radio button, and it's going to ask you for a male, and then I replicated that down here. You'll see label here, and the next one's a female, and you'll see what it looks like when I render the page in Safari. I create another row, the shoe order, and in my case I had 3 shoes on there, so create another row, more data, and then within this, in 1 column here, so mind you, I kept it to 1 column, I put all 3 of the things that I'm selling, and then I used a checkbox. Now you're going to want to put these in there. The names are very important because when you hit that submit button, it's going to put those things in there. Converse, Copa, NB, and it's going to put in for each one of these the type checkbox, checkbox 1, checkbox 2, and it's going to let me know what exactly you ordered. after this table, so I ended this table here, I put another label asking for comments or instructions, and I just put a big text box here, and it's a text area that people can type in and send with you. And then finally, I put a button in there. If they submit, it'll send this email the order information. So let's take a look how that looks. In the design, it looks kind of goofy, doesn't really look real nice. But if we render it into Safari, there it is. Looks nice. You can put in your first name. This is going to be much longer with your last name and everything. Here's the gender. You can pick male, female, order paired. Let me know shipping instructions or something, and then press, and it will go ahead and send admin@example.com your order information. All right, I hope that helps. Let me know if there are any other problems.